Good morning, everyone. I am in the process of starting the candle journey. I'm just going to do 2 candles because there is a lot of testing that needs to go on. So I'm going to do 2, and I'm testing out 2 different types of wicks. I just turned on this thing, and I'm getting ready to add. I'm just doing soy right now. I'm gonna see really what I enjoy working with better. You know, there's plain soy, there's plain beeswax, there's a mixture, and then I have a coconut soy mixture as well. But these are little 7-ounce packets, and apparently, wow, this thing stinks. When it's new, it smells. Apparently, 1 packet makes 1 jar. Well, that's good because that allows me to do 1 at a time. And this is soy. This is the soft owl soy. And so, according to my notes, I need to heat it to around 185. Add my smell if I want a smell to it, and then I pour it into the jars once it's off the heat at 155. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I guess we'll see how that goes. So I've got 1 jar here. They recommended putting tinfoil around it to help it cool slower, and I guess that's supposed to help with things. And I have 2 different types of wicks here. One is just some rando wick from China. See how that goes. It came with one of those boxes, and this larger one came from Direct Candle Supply, and that was the size wick they recommended for the size jar. So I guess we shall see what we shall see. So right now, I'm just going to, I guess it's a waiting game right now. I guess I'm going to decide which smell I want to do. I picked out, I have 7 of them. I'm not going to do rose. I don't like rose smell. I don't think I'm going to do apple, and I don't think I'm going to do the vanilla. I think I'm going to choose between lavender, cinnamon, jasmine, and sandalwood. Sandalwood smells good. But these are candles that are just going to be for me / testers. Hopefully they come out good, and you know, I'm going to you know, why does this always have to be Fahrenheit first? And it doesn't ever want to switch over to, there it goes. I mean Celsius first. Now I'm at Fahrenheit. And I don't know, I haven't used this burner before, so I'm leery. I've got it in a water bath. And I don't want it to boil. I kind of just want it to get, you know, well, it's working quick. It's already up to 83. I just want it to be like right at that low simmer. I don't know. I guess this goes up to 5, so probably need to keep it at a 2.5 or so. They gave me little spoons. I think I'm going to use a little spoon instead of the big stirrer I bought. Oh, it's already melting. Yes. Ah, dang it. It keeps switching over to Celsius. Doesn't it know that I cannot read Celsius? Guess I should start learning to read that. So I'm going to do 1 candle first, and I guess since I really can't do a live right now, and I can't say, hey, what do you guys want to do? Maybe I'll just do cinnamon. And I will do, I was thinking of doing a dye. I know I said I really wasn't going to do dyes, and I was just going to do the natural beeswax first, but after doing some research, I think I should put the beeswax aside, because apparently it's much more temperamental, and get more of an idea of, you know, what I want to, or how to do them. So I'm going to, I think, and I think you put the dye in. Maybe I won't worry about dye too much right now. I'll just more worry about smell. And I'll do, so I'm supposed to do a full bottle, which is crazy, I feel like. A full bottle for one candle. 0.3 ounces for one candle. We're at 109. According to the directions, anyway. Says, so 1 bag of soy wax, 7 ounces. Blah, 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 blah. And then add fragrance. We are using 0.3 ounces, parentheses, full bottle. I feel like that's a lot, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just cray-cray. Oh, this is melting pretty good here. It's at 114. I need to take it to 185. So I guess once it's melted, I can add the color if I wanted to add color. I was going to add like a brown, but really I just want to, I'm just going to do the white with the fragrance. And do the white with the fragrance. And so, and then you stir it well and remove it from heat. Once it reaches the temperature it's supposed to reach to, I add the fragrance, I stir it, then I let it cool down on what? That's the question. What can I set this on to cool? I still got that cough, man. I didn't even have COVID or anything. I still got some freaky cough going on. I've got silicone down here, and I think that can handle it, but I'll just go ahead and put a little piece of tin foil right here, just to, you know. We're at 123. Probably no fun for any of you to sit there and just watch this, but I think it's pretty cool. And I'm keeping it at 2.5, the heat of the hot plate. And it's really important not to allow the water that's inside the hot, or inside the pan, to get inside the pour spout thing, because wax and water don't mix. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the cinnamon. I think I'll do cinnamon and, I don't know, they're all just good, I guess. Cinnamon and sandalwood. I guess this one will be the cinnamon. The second one will be the sandalwood. So this is exciting. I hope it comes out good. You know, one of my main concerns is that, you know, the divots or the tunnels that seem to happen right next to the wick. And, or if you don't have that, you don't get the correct burn, because either your wick is too large or your wick is too small. I mean, there's just so many variables that play into this. And That's why I'm trying to just use the minimal amount of variables right now, because right now with just using soy, and I'm testing out 2 wicks, and I think I'm just going to do half a bottle of fragrance. I probably should do the full bottle, but is what it says, but I'm just going to try half the bottle, and I'm going to see, you know, I'm at 138 right now. I need to get to 185, so I've got about 50 more, 40 more degrees to go. But it's such a tinkering type of hobby. Like, you have to stick with the same brands of stuff to get the same results. What I did also learn is that with beeswax, the reason that the results are so inconsistent is because it depends so much on the actual bees, the hives, you know, all that plays a role into how well that beeswax, or how that specific beeswax will do. So you can get, you know, a huge thing of beeswax from a company, and you figure how to work that beeswax well, and then you order another container of beeswax from that same company. Well, if they got their beeswax from somewhere else, or a different time of the year, or whatever, it may not work the same as that first load of beeswax. So, you know, I'm hesitant. I think I'll make my beeswax. And if they come out good, then, you know, I will sell them. And if they don't, I will probably give them away as gifts and just be like, here. They came out like crud, but they burn well. Like, if they look ugly, you know. But I know they'll probably be all right. Then I have a coconut soy blend, which I think is probably what I'm going to use. We are completely melted, and we are at 150. Yeah, it really melts down. I'm telling you, like, you think, look at all this beeswax. I mean, you think, look at all this beeswax, or look at all this soy wax. That's going to do like 2 jars. But that's melted down to like, yeah, that might only do 1 jar. Or it is probably only going to do 1 jar. That's crazy. Because I asked online, I said, okay, so if I have a 4-ounce jar, does that mean I use 4 ounces of beeswax? And everybody's like, no. Of course, no one said, here's how you calculate how much beeswax or how much wax you need. So I'm probably going to find a formula, or I guess I could do it like this. You know, this is a 7-ounce container, or 7-ounce packet of wax, and I can really just pour some water in these and see how many ounces these candles are, you know, these black candles. I think they're 6, or I think they're 6. They are, I think that's what they are. So I think, yeah, I think these are 6 ounces. So I remember seeing online that, don't be turning off on me. I probably am going to need to get a better thermometer, because, one, don't want it turning off on me. Actually, I've seen people use like those infrared gun ones. Probably get one of those eventually. But right now, I'm at 160. So, waiting on 185. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but I'm probably going to get one of those guns for this is the cinnamon. It smells really good. Maybe I won't be using any wax if I can't get, or any flavor if I can't get this off. Ah, there it goes. Okay. course, my hands smell like cinnamon, but that's not a bad thing to smell like. I'm at 163. I'll probably write on my containers like what I use it for. Like I'll put beeswax, soy wax, coconut soy blend. That way I use the same one for the same product. I don't really want to worry too much about having to clean them out. You know, or worry about mixing them too much. 167. I know it's like a waiting game. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I thought it would heat up quicker, but I don't want my water to boil. So I need to start, you know, I'm going to write down everything that, probably should do that right now. So my water is at 'room temp. Believe it or not, makes a difference. Boiled the candles. 168. Added fragrance oil at, and then wax temp at, and then also wick used. So yeah, and then so we're at 170. We're getting there, almost there, almost there. Oops, starting to get a little bit of boil there. I think I want to turn that down to 2. Turn that down to 2. I'm gonna say turn that down to 2 because I don't want boil. I just want where you see the bubbles, not like blah, 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 just where you see the bubbles scattered around. I don't actually want bubbles popping up. We're at 172. Getting closer. I'm so excited and scared at the same time. Is that crazy? So I'm going to pour it, and you have to pour it in slow, steady stream. You don't want to start and stop. So that's why it's good that I'm just doing one at a time. I think once I know what wicks, like I'm going to stick with the same size, probably candle jar, which I really like these. I think they're great for gifts. They're great for bathrooms, you know, in the kitchen or living room. They're not huge, you know, they're just not a fire hazard. They've got a great little top for them, and I've got the frosted glass ones that are exactly the same as this. So I'm testing out with these black ones because they came with the kit. There's 4 of them, but I'm testing them out with these because if I can get it to work with these, then I know I can get it to work with my frosted glass ones, which are the ones I bought, you know, bulk of. I'm also working on my label for the front, and yeah, I'm quite excited about all this venture. I kind of have been thinking about, you know, shying away from doing resin work just because of the dangers of it. You know, I don't particularly enjoy wearing a respirator all the time whenever I use it, and sometimes I'm just lazy about it and I don't, and that's just not healthy. So I know it would be, it's just hard because I really enjoy working with it, and it does great, really cool effects on things, but I just don't think it's worth the risk of my health. So I'm, you know, that's why I'm trying other mediums like Jesmonite an eco resin, which is, they're both very similar to plaster of Paris, but they have like an acrylic base to them, so it makes them harder, more sturdier. And you can do, you know, make molds and all kinds of things with them. It's just, you know, for certain aspects like the geode making, they don't give you, at least I haven't been able to figure out how, it doesn't give you the same effect, you know? So I'm pondering that right now, and, you know, I don't know. I'm at 179, slowly going up because I turned the heat down a little bit. It was starting to bubble boil. You know, I don't know. I really enjoy doing it, but again, the fumes, and they say it's not toxic. You know, they're having more and more brands come out that are saying they're not toxic or that they're food safe, but really, you know, I don't trust that much. So, you know, and I know there's a lot of resin workers out there who they have YouTube channels, and they don't wear any kind of PPE at all. They, you know, they're like barefoot wearing shorts, and one of the, you know, ones I really do enjoy watching, you know, she never has PPE on, and she, you know, she's barefoot half the time, and she's got shorts on, and she's, you know, she doesn't seem too worried. And the brand that she really likes to use, to me, has a very strong smell. So the fumes on it, like, to me, are really thick. But, you know, I don't know. Turn this up a little. Seems to be. But yeah, so I don't know. I've been pondering it. I really love candles, though. So I mean, I buy them all the time. And if I can make my own, you know, candles aren't cheap for sure. But I feel like if I can make my own and they can be a little more earth safe and health safe, then, because one thing you really don't want to buy is candles with paraffin. Paraffin's a lot easier to use, and it makes really great, easy candles, but it is toxic. And beeswax, you know, the sustainability of that and the difficulty of it to use makes it probably not the best choice. I'm at 180, 5 more degrees. So really it's just a matter of, you know, what you care for, I guess. But trying to make sure I don't, so once, why you gotta do that now? So once, I'm at 181, once I hit 185, I'm going to dump my cinnamon in, my cinnamon smell in, and then I'm going to stir it for a minute, let it bind, take it off the heat, put it on the tin foil, and then starting to boil again, and then at 155 I'm going to pour. Okay, we are just about there. Ooh, we are boiling down there a little bit. Alright, I'm at 185, so let's take it off. No, let's pour our cinnamon. Let's take this out. Well, I guess I'll just do the whole, oh, that wasn't as much as it looked like. I poured the whole thing, guys. I poured the whole thing. So I'm going to stir it for smells really good. Okay. It's a good stir. Now I gotta wait for the temperature to drop. It's at 175, 176. It's going up. It's going up. Y'all are supposed to be going down in temperature. Wow, it actually goes down pretty quick when you stir it. Wow, that smells good. Smell like cinnamon. So, we're at 175, and we're kind of fluctuating up and down. So, I'm going to wait for it to go down to 155, which should do that pretty quickly. And then I had some people online that said so I went by an actual candle company, and then they said to do the 185 and then the pour at 155. But the people online said, they heat their wax to 205 to 210, add the fragrance quickly, stir it for a minute, then pour. So if this way doesn't work, I will try the hotter temperature. I'll get the other two black ones that I have, and I will use the same wicks, and I will just do different fragrances, obviously, and I will heat it to a higher temperature, and I'll use the same wax, heat it to a higher temperature, and see if that helps. So yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a whole new ball of wax, really. A whole new game changer thing here, playing with this stuff. It's kind of cool though. This is your fragrance. It's really cool. Smells good. Smells like cinnamon. And I'll probably do the sandalwood one next, but I won't record the whole, because I'm going to do the exact same thing. I won't record the sandalwood, but I will show you guys the results and what they mean. I'm at 166. I'm waiting to get to 155. I am so excited about this, and I hope I can actually start a really nice candle line, because that's a nice, I think that's a nice goal to have, and I don't want to do a bunch of different ones, and I don't want to get fancy. I just want to do little cute bottles like this with some really nice, fragrances, stuff that's people can enjoy. And that's why I really can't wait to go live, so that I can actually get some feedback, or maybe in the comments, if you guys actually watch this far, because it's already been 30 minutes, you can tell me what kind of, smells you like, what are your favorite smells, what would you be willing to buy, and, that, or when you go and you're out and about, for me, I know when I go out and about, I really love vanilla. That's my thing. I don't like bakery, I don't like cake smells and cookie smells, but just, the vanilla, or really soft kind of beachy smells, or, just relaxing smells. That's what I like. But some people like the real pungent ones, and I know a lot of people like lavender and jasmine and sandalwood. Some people like the foodie things like apple, orange, and lemon. I do like lemon. I'm going to try and get into some fall flavors, as I call them, and I'm at 160 now. 160. 5 more degrees to go down, and we shall pour. I'm going to bring him over here to make my pouring easier. And this little stick, I have this, the wick is centered. He has like a little sticker that holds him down in the bottom, and then you use these guys to center them in the middle. Hopefully that's the middle. You know, it's probably all not the middle. Center them in the middle. I don't even know if the tinfoil makes a difference, or, you know, if it'll help or not. But I've seen some pretty fancy candle makers that, you know, have their own line, and they say, you know, this is a really good way to help with temperature distribution and to slow down the cooling process, which I guess helps with the candle adhering to the sides, maybe? I could be wrong, but I think it's supposed to help with that. I'm at 156. All right, we're just about there, everybody, just about there. Okay. All right, everybody. Here's our pour. Here we go. Here we go. It's supposed to steady, slow stream. Okay, that is like all the way to the top, and I still have a little bit left over. They lied. That is like to the brim, my people, to the brim. I feel like my table's a little lopsided or something, because I feel like... There we go. Okay. I have a little bit left over. What am I going to do? I'm going to put it, I guess, in a mold, maybe? I don't know. I can try it, right? Can't hurt? Can it hurt? Can't hurt? I don't know. I'm going to put it in a little square mold, and we shall see, right? And I still have too much. I don't know how I'm going to get it out of that mold. I'm retarded. Okay, so I don't know. I think maybe I will redistribute this into this one. Now, guys, don't do what I'm doing, because I don't even know if this is the right thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. And I don't know. This is just to hold it as a cube. I'm just going to set that back in the water. Okay, so now I know that these fill up a little bit more than what's what. So, but it is to the brim. This is the direct candle supply, has the cinnamon. So I'm going to, I guess, let this go overnight. And I think it's supposed to cure like 2 weeks before you can test the candle. But then there's some people that say you don't have to wait that long. So I might have to do a little bit of research on the cure time. I don't know what all it has to do with, but I think I'm just going to let that be, and I should put it over there, get it out of my ways. It is definitely quite warm, and I need to set that right because it's not sitting straight. but I am excited you guys got to do the first one with me. I think that's better. That's better. Okay, well, I'm going to work on the second one. Thank y'all, and I will show you the results when we come back. Hey everybody, so it's the next day, and I wanted to show you how these candles came out. Excited. These are the soy only candles, and it doesn't look like there's any divots or any cracks, which that means I probably did the temperatures pretty well. This one was not filled as much because my daughter wants to do something for the top of that one, but we still have to figure out if, you know, which of these wicks is best. And, you know, this one's a little bit bigger in terms of thickness. This one's a little bit thinner. So I don't know, the width of this, the diameter, is what determines what size wick you should use. And this is the one it calls for. And this is another one that it calls for too. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But these have to cure for like 2 weeks because they're pure soy. So I really can't do the burn test for quite a while yet. So I'm just going to leave these here, and hopefully they burn well, and I guess we'll just see how it goes. Thanks everybody, and please like, subscribe, put the bell so that you can see when I upload new videos, and I would really appreciate you supporting my channel so this stuff can get put in front of more people. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.